Welcome to RoC Tambayan, where we talk shit about each other and our whatever bullshit we came up with the last episode. I'm Miggy, and I'm really addicted to Spider-Man.
Hi everyone, I'm Bernice. I have a wrestling ring tattoo on my left arm.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
It's
Nice.
right here.
oh yeah.
Cool.
It's a square circle.
Hey, I'm John. I'm sleepy.
Hi, I'm Midge, and I absolutely love Gravity Falls.
Hmm.
Oh. Hi, I'm Tish, and I really like dogs. I have two.
I'm
Dago.
JR, and I have at least 50 sets of dice. At least. I don't even count anymore.
At least.
They say that the correct number of dice is always one more set than you already have.
So, we're talking about Iglap, who just joined last... Wait. I'm confused, but Iglap's origin story. But before we go there, we have a new person joining the cast, which is Bernice. Yay!
Yay!
Which blue hair surprisingly does not get chroma keyed. Yay!
Yay!
Thank
Yay for me!
goodness.
Well, let's start with how was that episode?
It was a long ass recording. It didn't go as exactly as I wrote the backstory. So it was like until I think the first 1/4 of the backstory was kept in, and everything else was just like exploded into random bullshit. I was just thinking of class, to be honest. When I was thinking of the character, I was thinking about what everybody else already had, and I was like, maybe I want to go and veer away from my combat-centric playstyle for a while, and I wanted to go more utility.
The thing with the Sina Una RoC is, it's more utility and more combat and more magic than most things. It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, the Sina Una
What the
RoC is
hell
awesome.
is this subclass even? What the hell? Just what the hell, period.
And you know, whoever is watching, if you guys haven't read Sina Una, you guys will find out what my rogue can do.
Or you can
Affiliate link.
find out earlier by buying the book in our affiliate link. No, Medj has
Somewhere
already
there.
Googled what affiliate link means. I take it.
Yes, I did.
So like after I got the race, I was thinking I do not want to be human. Most of the games that we played, a lot of human characters were being thrown around.
Yeah.
So in every game that I've appeared in so far, I think I haven't played a human yet. So I was like, what's a cool race that gives pretty good bonuses to a rogue? The half-orc is pretty good. Let's go half-orc.
Mhm.
And normally, if you do it non-Sina Una, it's like the most batshit thing that you're a half-orc rogue.
Yeah.
They're so large and strong, and you gotta make them sneaky. But the Sina Una half-orc is a little more forgiving when you do that. So yeah, and then
kayo, right?
balat kayo.
The thing with the Sina Una subclasses is I think they powered up all of the non-variant human subclasses so that it's not like you just play variant human because it's too strong. So it's like we're reacting now like that's too strong when in the first place it's variant human that's too strong. So it's just everything catching up now. Yeah.
The reason why he's a merchant in his backstory, even though he's not a very good merchant and he sucks, it's because one of the available backgrounds in Sina Una is mangangalakal, which is
Dope.
merchant.
Yeah.
So I chose that, and I didn't want to make a rogue that was stereotypical in the sense that it was going to be sneaky and all of these things. So I chose mangangalakal because it also gives you bonuses to deception and persuasion. So I kind of shifted my rogue build in such a way that he's kind of a rogue face kind of deal.
Yeah. That's one way to play. That's a very valid way to play a rogue. Yeah.
Yeah. So initially, when I was thinking of it, I was leaning more towards the utility side rather than the combat side because I wanted to try something different for once.
Was anyone else trained in medicine? No.
I wasn't.
Oh, even the people that died.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
At least that wasn't like, oh, we could have.
Yeah.
I don't even remember why I'm trained in medicine.
You chose
I
it.
don't
I
remember
remember
that
you
you
choosing it. I don't know why, but you just like, oh, medicine. I'll choose it.
Did I choose it? 'Cause
which almost came in handy.
you know
Yeah.
when I rolled it and I saw it, I was like, no way, this is happening now. Like I rolled 220s a while ago on a perception checks, but that's dead in there.
The merfolk only rolled with all of its attacks, including the first combat. I only rolled one natural 20,
Mm.
which
Would
it was kind of clutch.
They were just
Yeah.
really fast underwater. So.
They're 40 feet. I was miscomputing your movement a lot because I was saying you could go 20, but where you should have been going 15 the whole time.
15. Yeah.
So I was
It's
even
half movement.
boosting your speed accidentally. So been a while since we
Yeah.
played, guys. It's been a while since I ran underwater combat.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sucks. Fucking
My
sucks.
first time. Yay.
These
And I died.
guys-
Yay.
That was like the best, first ever game I've ever had, And JR was there when I was building my character, and just like, I feel like he was chuckling the whole time because I was like, well, let's go pyro, I just like fire. Why not a crazed fire?
I was trying not to say
Research.
anything, but it was too funny. I want all my spells to be fire. It's like, no. No, you probably should take magic missile, though.
I did.
No, I mean, I said that.
Yeah, you hinted
I
it.
mean, aside from you should really just take it anyway. I mean, yeah, right. But yeah, if you did it, imagine if you really went all pyro and didn't take magic missile.
I've never felt so useless in a game of D&D before. Oh my god. I'm just like, oh, I have all these, level 2 spell slots. Pyro.
Pyro.
or in water.
Being useless was the point. You were supposed to be kind of useless mercenaries
Yeah,
in the first place.
But like,
Mm.
but
you
like-
weren't. But it kind of. I just thinking about it now, it kind of lines up. Anyway, about now, Midge.
Funny thing about coming up with Bonak is before I created the character, just a few days before, I actually just knew about what Bonak actually means.
Oh,
What does it mean?
So I don't know.
I don't
What's,
even know what it means.
what does Vanak mean?
Bonak means Bobanak, which means
Stupid.
Stupid
Yeah.
child.
Stupid child.
child.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that's a thing. Anyway, sure.
So that's how I come up with him, and then I don't know, we just went from there.
And you went with big, strong, tanky fighter, yeah? How
Yeah.
was that?
I wanted to do fighter, but I don't want to enable him as much. That's why I just made him tanky.
Mm.
So I had really no damage. I had only like a d6 of damage plus 2 because my strength modifier was 1.
Oh, really?
Dex at 0.
What was
What
the
the hell?
Ocon?
Yeah, con and charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys,
Did
motherfucker.
not feel that at all.
That explains why he's the master merchant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's some
Okay.
aspects.
Okay, cool.
Eru, yeah. I actually got inspired when Medj played Lamb in my origin story.
Bamboo scroll.
Just
With the
broken
bamboo
shit
scroll?
subclasses.
So I was like, oh cool, I wanna try that. And at level 3 it was just really awesome and everything. So mainly I wanted to try out more Sina Una spells. That's why I did go for Wizard this time. It's also my first time playing a Wizard. I usually go for either Sorcerer or Warlocks if it's spellcasters. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Broken shit.
Yeah. Because that's right. Wizards are kind of hard to, like we were saying earlier. They're hard to, when you level up. You have to learn. You have to choose what spells you learn, and it's complicated.
Like
I
even
don't
at level
really
3,
play
I was
Wizards.
like figuring out what I want. And then I remember because like JR watches, we've been watching lots of those D&D shorts recently. So, and he always talks about magic missile, and I remember like in our home game with Medj, Medj also spammed the magic missile a lot, and that helped us in like last fight.
On 2 characters.
Yeah. So I was like, okay.
And so
I
you
get it.
gave us all magic missile.
Fucking
Honestly, magic missile was the only thing I could do that.
Magic missile is magic missile. Were you in that game, Mitch? Where there was a game where Bob
I wasn't.
magic missile 7th leveled magic missile something to death because of the one he just discharged out. Like the BBEG fight was 7th level magic missile dead.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a great spell. It's just that it's easy to counter. You just shield and you're done.
He was invisible when he cast.
Oh, so you can't react to it. Oh,
Invisible, like went behind him.
Smart,
And then
smart.
the DM was like, what do I do now? He's dead. Because it's the first time DMing.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
9d4.
Damn. +9, yeah. What
Oh,
about?
and he had twin cast pa. So
Oh, holy shit! Holy shit!
That's a lot. That's a lot.
but even without twin cast, it
yeah.
was already dead. Kasi,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Crazy.
that's Magic Missile. Magic Missile is dope.
Always get them.
Celestia?
Did you come up with her right when we were making your character, or did you come up with her like before in your session 0 with?
No, we didn't have time in session 0 to make
Yeah.
a character. But I did mention that she needed to make one eventually. so.
Yeah. So I literally just made the entire character like just 3 hours before go time, because that is the responsible thing to do. But yeah, I've
But
never.
D&D Beyond lets you do that.
Yeah, but like I've played like a rogue, a cleric before, and like I think a knight or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Like, but I've never played any spellcasters. And me being a very smart girl that I am, make things harder for me by choosing one of the hardest, classes ever. So yeah, we went with wizard. And then for
choosing
some
only
reason,
one element.
yeah. And for some reason, like, when I was looking at the spells that were available, I was just like gravitated towards like the fire ones. So I was just like,
Yeah.
why not? Let's just load them all up, just all the
Pyro
fire
wizard.
ones.
Lava Plume. Lava Plume is dope though.
So
Yeah.
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 Cool.
It's just that you're the saves of the everything you're fighting. The Merfolk, the Magindara, which is the Merfolk Aswang,
Mhm.
has a 17 strength for whatever reason.
Oh,
Oh, underwater.
so really high saves.
Yeah.
Really high. No, it just happened that you were grappling. I mean, like, where else would the strength have mattered?
That's right.
There are barely any strength save things, so it wasn't too good. But
So for Asintado, I just wanted to be a sniper. So in my first home game, I played fighter, dex-based, gunner. After getting a feel of that, and in my succeeding games, I usually play tank. I wanted to get the feel of, I don't know, the classic ranger that's kind of half fighter, half druid. And that's what I went with in Asintado because he's a sharpshooter. It's a good thing no one called me Tado
Asin,
or Asin. But
Asin damage.
yeah, I mean, I even gave a nod to that in dipping my arrows in salt water.
Right.
We started off with Iglap, with me explaining what happened to Iglap in his home village and what prompted him to go out and go searching. At that point, he has been out for a few years, like doing his thing, trying to look for information. He's been doing it for a while, and it was just really hard to try and find out what the fuck was happening or what happened to his family. So when he got to Ingatan, that was where he got his first solid lead after years.
Right.
That's why the way I played him, like he was very desperate to try and see where it got to, because that was the first thing he was able to find.
Just
After so long.
unfortunately, it's just unfortunate that it happened after he'd already depleted his resources.
Yeah.
Because he could have gone in not with you guys.
I was gonna ask, like, so this is like Mara's second appearance in the show already.
So far, yeah, I think that this is his second.
Yes.
We're not sure.
It is, because
We're
like the
not
first time he showed up in like Sina
In the
Una
Durden
was
episode?
in Durden's episode.
Yeah.
And then the
We can-
Spanish episodes, which
We're
no
not
one's ever
sure
gonna
because
see.
there's because we have Canish episodes that will come out with an animated series in about 3
10
years.
years.
Three years.
Watch out for the Kickstarter, guys. Oh god.
But yeah, Mara in this one basically has been trading with the parents. They've been trading with Mama Glap and Papa Glap.
With
For the-
Maglap
so yeah,
and
that's-
Paglap.
That's why like Iglap probably doesn't recognize him much or anything, but like he's been there a lot. Which just suggests the parents might have been dealing in shady shit. Because he does seem like a shady person, and but he's the type that Iglap would have seen him, generic sleazy trader or something like that. So that's why it never became like, oh, Nara, I know him.
Iglap was just too focused on what he wanted to do and what he was looking for that he didn't really click in his head because he was thinking about too many other things.
Yeah, you were so focused that when you found out that the next clue was in the base of operations of the local Cosa Nostra, it's like, let's go. Let's hire someone. What? Yo.
Because Iglap was at the point now, literally, what else is there for me to lose? He had barely any money left. He had no leads. He had no home to go back to, because if he stayed there, then he would have just be haunted by thoughts of his dead parents on the floor. Like he had nothing. So he was like, whatever I find, I'm gonna go at it. If I die, I die, because there's nothing left for me.
You get a lead, and this shady guy tells you, I can get your group to hire you, and you meet these wonderful people.
Yeah.
Your first impressions of meeting the guys that you're gonna hire.
Vona didn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed. Asintado felt like the sort of leader of the group. Eru seemed like she knew her stuff, and she was pleasant overall, but she was very, very focused on her scrolls. And Celestia was just like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want? Will you just go the fuck away? I'm like, okay then.
Oh, don't forget, I wanna burn stuff.
I want to burn stuff. Leave me alone to burn my things, please. I have better things to do than to do whatever bullshit you want.
And to the mercenaries, what were our first impressions of the client?
Some I don't know, some kid who's lost and doesn't really know what to do with his life.
Fun fact, Iglap is actually 35 years old.
And he still seems like a kid though.
But he was raised.
Do half orcs have different age things, or do they just age like you? I forget.
It's also more like he was raised in comfort. So like, how spoiled brats can like he was a spoiled brat kinda, and
But he didn't sit on his ass. He did work for his parents.
Right.
But
But still, in
they
luxury
were
is the thing.
they were set up in such a way that if he wanted something, that he could get it, no problem.
So maybe
Okay.
not spoiled, more like sheltered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
ve-
sorry, not
not
spoiled.
not very worldly, because most of the time, if he needed to know something or find out something, he just talked to his parents. He wasn't very resourceful back then.
Just he seemed like someone who didn't really know what to do per se. Like someone who's so lost, and was
But he paid.
he paid, but he didn't
So,
like. It was like looking for an answer to his question that he doesn't know the question
Yeah.
himself.
No,
Like
but
he's looking for an answer, but he doesn't even know how
Yeah.
what
I think
his question
it's
is.
mostly he knew and he just doesn't want to talk about it is the thing though.
Or maybe, yeah.
Like he didn't want to discuss it with you guys, but he knew.
And Vonat and Eru?
First thing was very annoying with the what do they call it?
Pitons?
Pitons?
Pitons.
Hey man, you can knock. Wait, throw the damn pit.
But like, I turned the other side when I got to actually count the gold and like,
Oh yeah.
okay. And then stuff happened, and like Vonok begins to question like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is he chasing? Why is he doing this?
Money.
But money.
Eru.
I think you found Vonak to be like super dead serious with what he wanted. Like I honestly, Iglap with what he wanted. Because like I honestly worried during the first part when we went to the hideout. Like, we're not planning to sneak in. We're just gonna go in front and say hi, which everyone went along with. So I was like, okay,
Poor
I guess
merchant.
we're saying hi.
That is
Yeah.
the dynamic of this mercenary.
Not a great merchant.
So
He's not. He's really not.
it was like.
if he was any good, he wouldn't be broke now.
Because, like, I guess most people would think of roundabout ways, even if it takes longer. Like, this is the least threatening or least.
There would have been a lot
Yeah.
of, I mean, not a lot, but there would have been ways to get into, to infiltrate. Well, I mean, it helped that the percentage roll was like,
Mm.
Crazy shit, man. That's the best percentage roll I've ever seen.
yeah.
What could have happened?
To people who are curious, it's lower because, like, if you say there's a 1% chance of you doing this, so it's easier because you don't have to flip. That's why some people do it in reverse. But yeah. So he rolled. You had like a 1% chance of no one being there and there being a big mission, and it's a 1%.
And you hit that chance, man. Damn.
But there, like in between, there would have been maybe less people. I mean, like if you rolled like the worst, then you'd be like, your boat would have been attacked by merfolk on the way or a storm. So general random stuff. But yeah, best roll is the best roll. So
Yeah, I think that's why Asintado was first wanted the sneak in tactic, but when he saw that Iglap wasn't even sure, or at least not sure, or at least not revealing what he wanted, then I said, I can't plan a mission when I don't know all the facts. So either this guy is desperate or he's really good and he's keeping the cards to himself. I'll have the client decide what to do and we'll just back him up. So then I guess that's why he said, let's just walk up to them and be friendly. So it could work. If it doesn't, then Jenga. But if it does, then we get in. And it did work, right? We walked in.
Kind of.
So I said, I guess that's... So at first he was like,
killed
this
the
guy, I
innocent,
can't tell.
I was so surprised by that, honestly.
He just
I was
started
like,
his
where
job.
did that come from? Like,
And then he just goes stab the guy in when we...
poor guy.
Aren't you like super curious what would be a big enough event that they would leave the whole place?
Actually, yes. I was yes.
So it's definitely something big.
But you're not gonna
Which
tell us.
you will reveal right now.
In
because this is what the show
episode
is for.
11 of 12.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
No, I don't know
okay.
when, but
Damn it.
we'll see. Like, or technically 22 of 24. I don't know what. Yeah. But,
I'm thinking Godfather when the main families meet. You know,
like bring
maybe
everyone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
kasi
that's the-
mafias.
right?
Yeah, when it's a bring everyone moment, it's big. So
Or pirates.
it's
sneaking.
also like they're not particularly
Or
afraid of anyone. The Pirate King.
The council.
Looking for
Cancel.
One Piece.
One of them is the Black Pearl.
Oh, sorry, gotta pee.
So what made you decide to stab the guy?
Yeah.
I
The
felt
lack of action?
I felt that it wasn't the lack of action. I felt that Iglap wasn't going to like just sitting around and waiting while there was barely anybody here, and the thing that he desperately needed to know about was just like nearby. So he was like, I don't give a shit about this guy. If what I'm suspecting is true and these guys were involved in my parents' death, then all of them need to die.
Right.
So stabbed him in the back.
yeah.
No, I will say that that was the first time I ever went full murder hobo, and it was pretty fun.
To be fair,
It was for
he fought.
it was
he
for a
fought.
good reason.
He got
And
you.
it's
He got you
in
for
character.
3 piercing.
Yeah, he still got me for 3 piercing, and it was for a good reason. It was character driven. It wasn't just
Absolutely.
fuck this merchant. He's not giving us what we want. Let's just kill him. It's not it's not any of that bullshit. But yeah, so that's basically that was the thought process.
So I think I was
Yeah, you open his
surprised when you
wallet.
did that.
He find a note. Come home early, daddy.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
No.
So
It's our
I
first week of work.
First week of work, eh? Good luck at work, daddy.
Dear, just a reminder: the medicine that our child needs to survive needs to come in by next week. So make sure you
pick up
get
some eggs. Pick up some eggs on the way home.
God damn.
No, that's why I was saying I was really surprised when you did that because I mean from a player standpoint because you're usually not the murder hobo, but when you did and I got over the initial oh shit and I was like it's perfect that you did that for this character because it checks out that this character would do that. It makes a lot of sense. We got over that hurdle real quick and we go into the main chamber and what the hell was that?
I don't
That
know.
character would be the JR cameo in the series, in the animated.
You're legit picturing it.
Get stabbed.
What the hell was
Anyway.
that? It wasn't the boss, but it was sitting in the boss's chair. Was
No,
it
it's
Beth?
a kind of a decoy-ish kind of thing, but it's not the boss. It's just a guardian. It's like
Yeah.
it's just muscle. You can actually
Yeah.
kill it. There's a way to kill it.
Is it undead?
It is.
Right.
Yes, the normal thinking is you burn the corpse so it doesn't come back, but it wasn't burning.
It's not zombie shit that you need to roll something in the blah blah blah. It's different. It actually has a trait called immortality,
Oh wow.
but you can kill it. With,
Okay, so
I
it's
don't
not
know.
the what you call that undead resilience.
It's not
undead
undead
endurance?
resilience because it for one thing, undead resilience is like immediate. This one takes time to. It's like the skeleton turtle in Mario, where you step on it.
It comes back.
If
Can't
any
kill
of you have played Resident Evil 2, he reminds me of Mr. X. You shoot him enough times, he'll go down on his knee, but then after a while, he just gets back off and chases you
Forgot
again.
about resilience. That's not Tyrant.
Like I was thinking, just throw this damn
Yeah,
thing off.
the tyrant, Mr. X.
Tyrant. Okay, yeah, it's him. Okay, yeah. He isn't. It isn't too strong. It's not like It's just there's a specific way to kill it that you don't know of right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Holy water.
And Mara walks in. What the fuck? What's Mara? what was Mara doing there?
Literally, what he said. He stole a lot of gold from the money that was supposed to go to the crew. He used this to trade, and it's literally for trade.
No, because the
Shady
thing is,
shit,
when
but-
we came in, the guy at the dock said you need to go to the dungeon, and then when he came in, he just walked straight right in.
He killed the guy.
Yeah, I killed the guy.
Yeah, that's
There
right.
weren't many people.
Also,
So
they
there
know.
weren't
Also, they know him.
Anyone? Right.
But yeah, essentially,
Poor
he took the
guy.
money. It took him longer because like you quick just sailed right away. He had to do like whatever he had to do. So it took him longer. But yeah, eventually he would catch up. He has a faster ship, only rivaled by the Interceptor. No.
Did the new guy have a name?
Call him Tim.
Oh, poor Tim.
Forever.
Forever
Timote-
referenced.
Timoteo.
And Iglap was like searching through like records and shit, just trying to find whatever you could find, right?
I was looking to find if there were like records of debts. How loan people have records of your debts and
Yeah.
everything. If you're overdue, how much you owe, that kind of thing.
How do you
So-
know that so well?
If they were the ones responsible, which you don't know, then the information would have been there. It's just that you either need more time or maybe steal the papers and put them in a bag and carry them, and you would eventually find them. Because like you can't find them in like a minute, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe that's it. That's just the info that it's super in code. They could be calling Mama Glap and Papa Glap different names that it just. But like they're like per area, and you know it kind of tracks, but it's just really 50-50. Like you
Yeah,
could
but
make
we-
sense of it if you really wanted to, but it's not. You can't confirm it.
We went there because Iglap got a clue that these are the guys responsible, right? So
Yeah,
yes.
but you know, like he paid for information, and who knows if it's legit.
And again, we have to operate on the assumption that Iglap is a fucking idiot.
Ooh.
But I mean, like he got really good info, like finding out where that place was
It was pretty good.
definitely
Yeah.
from someone who worked with him, right?
Yeah.
So there is a merit to it. It's just that, like anyone, you found the person who obviously worked with them. But like, if I were a person who worked with these guys and someone approached me and said, "I have money. I need to know who killed X and X." Oh, I know. Like, even if you don't, you can just say
Yeah.
that it's them. They live here, and then like you probably think they would die, and you don't have to worry about that person.
Yeah.
Right? So it could easily have been a trap as well. So.
Right. And then the real boss comes in, which thank God we didn't fight. What the heck was that? Horse with eagle wings?
That was Petra. Mahalin mo yak.
Wait, horse face or horse body?
Bojack.
Bojack.
So it's literally a Bojack with wings.
Yeah.
Bojack with wings.
With less depression.
With,
Um, with less
How
problems.
do you know that?
Bojack. I mean,
He just seemed very sure of himself, you know.
That's good. That's good.
he's a crime boss. He's not a depressed couch potato. So that's
They have picture.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
I do that too. I do that too.
Oh no.
Jan!
Hey,
My
that looks scary.
my green screen is falling apart.
Portable hole.
One minute, 1 second.
It's eating you.
There. But he's buff. Because this one's tiny.
Skinny.
That one's
But that
not-
is
yeah.
skinny.
It's right
So he's like
next
that,
to
but-
Jana. Oh
But
my
has
God.
muscle.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And you
I
would
feel
eventually, you would eventually figure out na he's a tikbalang. They have wings in Sina Una.
Oh, okay.
Tikbalangs
That means
have wings. Not in Sina Una.
I think
No,
I don't know.
we don't.
I,
We don't.
I don't
We
trust
don't.
my memory
We
anymore
don't?
because of
Are you one of them?
Hey man, lineage.
So every time that it drizzles and the sun's out, how many times have you been married already?
I shall not neither confirm nor deny that statement.
I plead the fifth.
So would we have died if we? Well, we did, but if we would have died earlier if we fought that thing?
I 100% expect so.
if you fought Petra
Yeah.
alone,
Si Bossing?
maybe you could survive.
Oh, but
Alone?
he had the
If
whole
he was
crew with
alone, but he has like the whole family.
And the whole zoo is there.
Actually,
Yeah.
alone you could probably, I don't know, you could. It's not impossible alone. Is the thing.
Just take him out with unlimited magic crystals.
Yeah.
Especially with your million magic missiles. Fucking hell.
It
Just
was
go on a
honestly
boat.
insane.
Just go on a boat.
Once you hit 120 feet, just fire.
What is his flight speed? Oh,
He's fast.
decent flight speed.
I feel like the writers kind of like merged Manananggal and Tikbalang because they gave Tikbalang wings.
Or maybe Tigbalang has wings and some, and we just
Like
don't.
I've never heard of a lore in whatever province with a Tikbalang wings.
Did Roderick Paulatin not have wings?
Well,
No.
there are horses and Pegasus.
I guess.
Yeah, but not Tikbalang. At least.
Maybe there's
Maybe it's
what
a
do you call it?
peg balang.
Balangasus. I don't know.
Peg what?
Pegasus balang.
Pegasus.
Peg balang?
Peg balang. And this was the
Sure.
well, no, let's not jump. But yeah, I mean, because they're domain guardians and kind of like they guard their territory now. Because
Yeah.
this one does.
So would you like more peg balang or tikasus?
Tikasus.
I mean, the Tikbalang in Trece, that's even they shapeshift, right? So
They
that's
really
even-
do. Tigbalang.
Mhm.
Oh,
This
do
one
they?
does.
They're tricksters, so usually that's
Ah.
tricksters.
They're rogue-ish. Not the game type.
I should watch it.
The one that runs the Thieves Guild is the one that's rogue-ish. You know, kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So there's ano yun? Tigbalang.
Tikasus.
Tigasus.
The Tikasus.
It's
Tikasus
actually
is cute.
it's actually Tikbalang or Tigbalang. They're both equally accepted. So it could be a
Yeah,
Tigasus.
Pegasus.
Yo, that doesn't
Tigasus.
sound
Team
Tigasus.
bottom.
Tikasus.
Tikasus.
Tigasus
He's
goes to team bottom.
he's a guy in Among Us that accuses everyone. Siya yung Tikasus.
Oh,
Bernice
Sounds
is just
like
like,
the
oh my god,
scientific
Miggy's
name
jokes.
for a
I'm out of
book.
here. Bye guys.
No,
Thanks
no,
for the
no,
game.
Like, I'm glad I went through one of these before the live thing. Now I know not to go. Yeah.
Now I know
Tigasus.
to keep interaction with these guys, just the recording.
Mara
Mara, Johnny Depp
pretends
confirmed.
that it was an audition thing because you were just gonna be killed and saves you
Right.
guys.
right. And they send them off. They send us off looking for black pearls, right?
The lore or the chismis wasn't consistent. So, but that's what other people get.
What they knew. They knew that there's some kind of powerful item.
You get with the broken thing, with the broken whatever and everything, you get the sense that someone had been there. So it might have been they've been there, they didn't touch it for whatever reason. So the fact
or
that
the traps got to them and they backed out.
no, but they actually went into the thing, or they just wasn't able to open the sarcophagus or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah.
You mean the traps that I just tanked the entire way through?
They didn't even bother. There were supposed to be a bunch, but goddamn tattoo.
Unicorn tattoo.
Yo.
That whole
Oh,
situation
my.
was funny.
I was protected by the unicorn.
I think you were poked by like a magic hand for like what 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. I was just getting poked in the side every time. Very unpleasant. Can you just imagine that feeling in real life when somebody's just like on your side and poking the side of your stomach the entire
poking
time?
you every second is fine. It's when it's in random intervals that's it's gonna be like you think it's a,
Morse code.
like so that's what they do with water torture, right? It's not. It's kind of random interval, so it's worse.
Well, we find the pearls and figure out that it's not magical, and the pointy hat has the tooth thing.
Mm-hmm. which
Yeah,
I actually
but-
have a prop for. Hey,
none of these things like sunk in, like connected in Iglap's neurons. So he was just like, not
Take that
magical,
shit.
nothing,
Take that shit.
nothing, anything. Black pearls, okay, let's get it. Pop.
Yeah.
Cause
Best merchant ever.
yeah, best merchant ever. He's just because he is just really freaking desperate to find out what he
the,
can.
the problem is the person who should be checking for traps is the one that's just nope.
Yeah.
Just,
Like doesn't give a shit. But
So
hey,
could we have-
when we get to the main game, he'll use this experience as like, okay, I need to be careful now.
Traumatized.
You no
but
longer
the
have
thing is,
magic.
you could have figured the trap, just got the tooth, and you would have been cool. Let's go.
But
on
there's
now.
no way to take the pearls without triggering the trap.
It wasn't
Who knows?
the
There
pearls didn't
could
have
have
any
been.
value.
No, because I was thinking, it's in like exactly what Iglap did was give them they asked for pearls, here you go, pearls, and then you take the magic item yourself, which is exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Could have worked, but
What-
also could have like disarmed the trap.
Yeah,
Again, he's not. Iglap isn't really.
He's not that kind of person. But yeah, well, anyone else could have tried. It doesn't have to be a rogue that does that,
Mm.
right?
We could have
Yeah,
done
right,
that.
Tried is the keyword, not do.
But I think kasi with the rogue, they have the tools to do it. So
Yeah.
higher chance of
to be
success.
good at it. Yeah.
But it's possible, yeah. What could have happened? You could have disarmed it, you got the tooth left, or you could have or just not touched it and got the tooth. You could have also gotten it, got the tooth, bring it back to the Tigbalang, and that would have been a Tigbalang fight instead or something. I don't know. A
Oh.
lot of possible,
Giving that pearls would have been a fight with the Tikbalang.
It could have it might have, because like once they see it's not magical,
Mm.
like, so what did you do with
asked
the real
for
ones?
pearls.
But
This is
it-
what we
but
got.
it could be like, what did you do with the real one, diba?
Mm.
Or like Mara could have seen it and said, it could have examined them, investigated them, and fact, this is nothing, we should run anyway. So it really depends on the roles. There are a lot of,
Right.
but you just took the one that kills people.
It was right there.
Shit happens.
Oh my god.
Bonak is the
fight-
dead man.
That
Not
fight-
alone.
Not alone.
No, because remember Bonak in the Kanish games, the non-official Bonak did an Undertaker thing.
Oh yeah.
So he's the dead man. Now he's the dead man. There you go.
Retired.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that underwater thing going back, that's just fucking annoying.
You know what happened? I actually skipped over the damage immunity. I didn't know they were until you attack them and like, oh. I accidentally skipped over it for whatever reason. Read all of the stats, right? Because immunity was on top after stats. Then read all the time. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll put 2 of these, whatever. And then when you were like, I was casually reading and it says Merfolk Aswang. And it's like, why are they Aswang when they're not, like other Aswang are immune? And why are they not? And then I looked down and they are. Oh, okay. Oops.
Well, shit.
But they don't do anything.
Yeah, just obscene amounts of damage.
Mm-hmm.
No, but when they were pulling, rewind, when we jumped in and they were trying to pull us in, what was that about? What was the intention there?
They just
wanted
kill,
to
they
eat.
just kill people. They kill
They just
guys
kill
to
and
be
eat.
specific. They're the
Guys.
quintessential mermaid.
So
Yeah,
if I,
But no, if they
mythical-
would have
mythical
gotten
sirens.
women and they know that you would try to rescue, it's like, yeah. But yeah, they're this typical mermaids. They look like
The
lionfish.
mermaid
That's
in
why
a
they have
tube.
poison. They're like lionfish mermaids.
oh, that's actually nice looking.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're super thin. That's why it's weird that they have 17 strength.
Yeah.
But that might be a water thing. Oh, and they have you would have figured this out anyway as well, but their immunities is bypassed by wooden weapons.
Their immunity. So
What,
if
not
my
salt?
Not salt.
Not
So if my staff was wood,
Yeah.
or if I whack them with my bamboo
Sure.
scrolls,
If Asintado, because remember the guy was 2 HP, or you don't know 2, but the guy was 2 HP and triggered like several attack of opportunities from
Mhm.
Asintado holding the bow
oh,
with 2 HP.
Oh,
But I don't know if you had
yeah.
strength anyway. But you might have not enough strength anyway.
No. I don't have strength, and I don't think you're allowed to use a bow as a quarterstaff unless it's specified that you can use this bow
You
as a
you
quarterstaff.
can use whatever it is, but the attack is unarmed. Is the stats of the
Improvised.
attack is no, not even improvised, just unarmed.
Mm,
So technically, it's like you're punching him, but you had the
a wooden
had the
thing.
wooden thing, so it's like you were punching it with wood. So if you had enough strength to do damage, you could have.
No, I didn't. Well,
But
damage
you're a dex.
unarmed is like 1 plus strength, 1 plus strength mod, right?
The damage
And I had-
is no. The damage
Unarmed is-
can be 0, I think, right?
If you have negative, I think
The
it's
the, the,
1
base
plus-
the base is 1, and then you add your strength modifier.
So did
Right.
you have damage?
I'd have 1 because my strength mod was 0.
Then
So
you could
1
have.
plus strength mod.
So those two could have hit, and you would have killed it. But
Shit.
because it triggered it 3
Yeah.
times, and you just I don't want to bother anymore.
If I still had that tattoo, then my short sword hit with the sneak attack would have gone through.
If you figured I want to try bludgeoning, if piercing doesn't work, and it flipped your dagger and tried to hit it with a hilt, and it was wood, that also
Yeah,
could have.
we didn't think
It's not
about
gonna make that dagger damage because reasons, obviously. But
Right.
improvised attack with the dagger, and it had 2 HP. So there were ways.
So
Unfortunately,
anyway,
just
fuck
no one
that.
tried it.
It
No
was
one had the
black.
speed.
First it was fog, and now it was water. Fuck both of those things. Oh
I
my
don't know
god!
which I like.
Don't say
Don't
that.
do
DMs.
Don't fuck water. Water is so fire, lava.
Water. And
So we
fog.
decide to go back, and it fills up, and we get to the dome, and then what the hell was that? There was an opening up there,
You
there
never
any
check the
exit?
ceiling. Is the thing.
right?
Your perception rolls weren't high enough when you were checking generally, and then when you tried to focus on investigation, you never checked the ceiling and the floor.
There could have been if we.
It could have been in some of them, or it could have just been written that Mara does that. I don't know.
And what was that? That was like some kind of Mara had some kind of What was
He
that?
had some sort of
alter
item.
self. Something. Yeah.
Yeah. Gillyweed.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was
Oh,
like a
God.
potion of water breathing that makes you sprout gills.
Gillyweed. Literally something like gillyweed. But it's
And
a
he
potion
just
instead of.
had 3. I mean, he went there with us. There's
You-
one.
you
There,
rolled
there's
for that?
actually
5s.
and you will find out in episode 1, which suggests that it was written this way. You'll find out something in episode 1.
Why it was only 3 and not. Hey,
About the number of things he has.
Okay.
Well, I think it's safe to assume that Mara did not give a shit about any of us. So
But he
For
came
real.
down.
He still saved you. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just that he was incompetent because he didn't have enough for everyone.
if he didn't care, he could have waited till you drowned
And
and then
let-
check
yeah.
your bodies
Yeah.
for whatever it was. And it would have spared him whatever cash he spent on those things.
Right.
So,
oh, he cares.
yeah, oh,
Slightly
oh,
cares.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, He
incompetent.
cares.
Saved
So
your
what
life,
was
fucking hell.
everyone thinking when he said, "I got 3 of these"?
I was honestly thinking to give it to one of you guys. Because I was so dead set on just like burning myself and then like drowning.
cremate drown.
Cremate
Combo.
myself. Because like I was so pent up on like, I'm in water.
Iglap was feeling so fucking guilty about the whole situation, so he wanted everybody else to get out, and he'd figured out something for himself.
The thing is, you could have given the three of them that and risked, because you were fast enough, maybe, right, with dashing, and you could have risked it. And I don't know what will happen. You could have survived, and then only one was needed a medicine check. So like that would have been doable, though, but was high risk because it could be Iglap that dies.
Yeah, and if that happens, origin finale, roll
Yeah,
a new
for first and last. Bye guys, I'm out of the show. Thanks for playing.
Because if you were metagaming, you definitely just don't give Iglap the thing because he has plot armor. If you're metagaming, right, he'll survive. It's his origin. Yeah, but
we don't do
we
that.
don't do
here.
that.
No,
Metagaming,
of course not.
Never.
So, Medj, Tish, what were you guys thinking?
Oh wow.
3.
I
Bonus
mean,
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I personally wanted to drink one, and the other one. I'm
Just I want
sorry.
one.
No, because like I was considering the fact that there might be another fight later, and then Medj was Vonak was already in like his last legs of his life, and no, there was no other magic users besides the two of us.
Right.
So I was just thinking, like, for battle's sake, who would be the best to stay alive?
You never saw the last merfolk die.
Yeah, that was another thing.
Right.
If there's no body, then it probably still.
Or what if
survives.
after doing all of that, it was a Mara fight?
That would have been even worse.
Cue epic music. For Vonak, when 3 potions were left, Vonak was actually really scared. But he must honor the job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he did. Because he actually knew that he couldn't live swimming, and that
Yeah.
his mom sealed their fate.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Acetado was thinking, if the client dies and we survive, no one's gonna hire us again. So save the client at all costs.
So it's the Ryan
Because-
Reynolds movie. What was that?
No. Oh, really? Oh, I don't know. It
Yeah,
was-
the bodyguard.
Oh, yeah. No, it was.
No,
thinking-
his client, it's totally different, but his client died and lost his career.
Oh, I didn't
The
know about that.
hitman's
The
bodyguard.
Hitman's bodyguard, yeah.
He was thinking, okay, we're mercenaries. We're trying to make it big, and if we get a reputation that someone who hires us dies on the job, on our watch, fuck this. So, I think Vonak might be one of the toughest, might have the best chance of surviving, and these two are very powerful, not as physically tough as Vonak. So give
Yeah,
it to
they
the
did have- it
client,
was like-
and give it to
it
the
was
two
like-
powerful guy, and then Vonak, let's just go, let's do this.
Yeah,
And
because
that
like the
was-
rule was natural 20, you survive. But if you rolled like a 19, I would have been, what's your constitution? And then
Yeah.
considered it, right?
Yeah, and
if you
constitution-wise, he had 3, 2, 1, 2. So
Yeah, but like if you said, if you rolled a 19, I said, what's your con? 1, and then yeah, definitely no still, right?
Right.
So
You see
yeah,
how
it
it's
made
close.
sense. It made sense.
Got 18.
yeah. So from an out of character point of view, I was thinking con mode, best chance.
But even
But from
in a character,
Yeah,
right?
but from
It's
a
like you're tougher in game.
role play point of view, the client cannot die on the job, and the one with the highest endurance would have a better chance. Anyway, that was that, and it didn't work.
I gave you a lot of rolls,
Oh my
guys.
God.
Don't worry about it. Don't apologize.
I gave
It's not
you
your fault.
constitution rolls, medicine checks, everything.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's the
it was
dice roll.
also like by chance that they chose me to live, and that I was the only one who had like medicine proficiency,
back,
and that for some reason
Not-
not one.
and we were not gonna let the new person joining the game for the first time die.
I was so ready. I've never died in a D&D game. I was so ready to die for the first time ever.
Oh wow, I envy you. Because
Imagine
side
this.
note, In our home game, I died at least 3 times
Oh,
on the
my
same
God.
character.
Oh my god.
And now you die.
Yeah.
No.
I used to play a rogue, so like my specialty was like running away. So I never died. So
The problem with Midge's character, why he kept dying, is he kept getting crits at the wrong time.
oh my
It's just like that.
So, Miggy, final thoughts on your origin story? What are you taking away from this? What are your
Iglap is an extremely traumatized individual, and he's going to be taking this trauma forward with him into all adventures and other endeavors.
He's gonna have the everyone who gets close to me dies kind of thing.
Yeah, like a true like a true edgelord. He's gonna be a loner. He's gonna have a hard time trusting people.
Ooh.
I wonder if like Iglap has like a weird, sense of fear from fire
And
Maybe.
water.
Maybe.
and water.
Oh my
Just
god.
all the elements. Wind.
That reminds me of a character that I made before. I made a gnome monk, and when I was traveling with the party, there were like the DM just decided to put a couple of rivers in front of us as obstacles on the way, and he almost drowned twice. So my character now had an irreparable fear of water.
But to be fair, in this one you didn't nearly drown. I mean, like it
Yeah.
wasn't like you know, there's no you
In this
almost
one,
drowned,
yes.
but in the nick of time got up. It was you never, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
this
Is this-
one is survivor skill.
It's just that in that game, the absolutely stupid thing about it is that it wasn't even a rushing river. It was a calm river.
However, like if you look 5 meters to the left, kids are playing.
Yeah, it was like it was the kind of river that you could literally use as a swimming pool, and nothing would happen. And
Why would you do
he almost drowned twice because his fucking
Was it his armor?
athletic rolls to get past the river swimming, like he hit Nat once twice,
Oh.
so he almost drowned twice.
Why?
Poor
At
no.
least he didn't actually drown.
There was a point where he also refused to stop drinking water, so he just kept drinking booze because that was his thing. He was a drunken what do you call it? Drunken master or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see if Iglap sees a scorching ray. Maybe he'll like bug out and just leave. I don't know.
or like
Or-
he's
or-
so like
or water.
traumatized that Celestia's gonna come back for him one day. He's just scared of all the fires and everywhere.
You know, I think he'd be more afraid of the incessant poking rather than the fire.
The mage hand.
Like every time he sees a mage hand, he just like a reflex just goes.
What
Or
if
who knows?
Celeste-
Maybe the voice that he hears in his head is actually, is actually Bernice's character. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you.
Burn
What?
you alive.
No, but
We'll find you.
what if Celestia is the BBEG? Oh. Eventually, I don't know.
Because she wasn't able to burn anything in her last episode.
And you kill her friends. Kidding.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting. We'll see. I mean, if your characters die, some of them get to go back, so yeah. Well, not
Yeah.
Bonak and Sentado, but
It was fun.
If Celestia comes back, she's gonna have Fireball, and that's not gonna be fun to go against.
Yeah.
Just evolved so angrily.
how was your first game with this
Honestly,
and the show and being in
Yeah,
the show
in the show,
was
in the
sick
show,
home
of course.
game?
honestly, it was so fun. Like I felt like everything was so new to me. Oh my god, my
Yeah.
accent. New.
So I didn't say anything.
I-
Hey, I didn't say anything.
Earner.
Oh my god. But yeah, everything felt so new.
Well.
Weirdly enough, even though like I've played D&D before, like everything felt new because it has been quite some time, like 5 years. Yeah, like I've had like not the bestest experience with that, but like this one was like so fun and meeting you guys for like technically like for you for the first time ever. But yeah, it was so fun, and I'm so excited to like see what happens with my character.
What if her character is the actual origin story where the character dies? Oh no! Because we joke about it all the time.
No.
Let's
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that. After you see this, ideally, no. I don't know when this goes up.
Depending
No, I don't
on
know
when
if
this
we
comes out.
put this after the 2 origins or if it's the same week as the origin, or I don't know when this goes up, period. But hey, what we know is that we have an affiliate. Just give
The
us
most
money.
unnatural plug ever.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that.
If you're watching on YouTube, hit the notification bell. Oh my god, I can't believe I've said that. I never thought I'd say that in my entire life.
Yeah, man, same.
You need it to
Anyone
tip.
have anything? Plugs. Time to plug. Pretties.
Why is it me?
Vernice is the only one that's gonna have anything to
Because
plug
you're
here.
the only one who has anything to plug.
She's the most famous person here right now.
Oh,
The queen of... Sorry.
Let her market herself. This is her chance.
Oh my god, you guys can follow me at I'm Bernice on everything. So, if you want to know and find out what I do and why they are teasing me about that, just check it out.
What
I'm
he
Bernice.
does. I know
It's
it's
on
does,
Twitch,
but you can't say the
Insta-
do.
It's on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow at I'm Bernice. So yeah.
Just so everyone knows, she can absolutely kick your ass.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
yeah, she can.
I have a wrestling ring to prove it to us.
We are not gonna say anything more. Follow her and find out.
I'm gonna stop recording.